Recent developments in the Israeli-Hamas war. Blinken reiterates U.S. support for humanitarian pause in Gaza. Antony Blinken reiterated that the United States supports humanitarian pauses in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. Speaking at his press conference in Amman about efforts to protect Palestinian civilians and speed up aid delivery to the Gaza Strip, Blinken said, "The United States believes that all these efforts will be facilitated by these humanitarian pauses." His comments came at a time when the U.S. Secretary of State was trying to establish support among Arab countries to plan a post-war future for Gaza. Blinken was trying to make plans for a post-war future for Gaza. While meeting with cautious Arab leaders during his last emergency mission to Middle East since the start of Israeli-Hamas conflict. While talks with officials in the capital of Jordan were angry and deeply skeptical about Israel, which intensified military operations. Israeli Prime Minister Binyamin Netanyahu. Blinken. It came a day after Israel ignored its clear warning that it was at risk of losing all hope for a final peace deal with the Palestinians. It alleviates the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Blinken's first meeting was with Najib Mikati, the interim Prime Minister of Lebanon, home to Israel, the enemy of Israel. Iran-backed Hezbollah, its economically and politically devastated country. The United States is seriously concerned that Hezbollah, which has increased its rocket and cross-border attacks on northern Israel, will take a more active role in the Israeli-Hamas war. Hezbollah's chief Hasan Nasrallah made his first major speech on Friday since Hamas attacks on October 7, but did not anticipate further participation of his group. Blinken thanked Mikati for his leadership in preventing Lebanon from being dragged into a war that the Lebanese people did not want. Blinken also addressed the U.S. efforts to provide humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza. Neither Blinken nor Mikati spoke to journalists at the beginning of the meeting. Blinken did not speak publicly while taking photos with the Qatar foreign minister, whose country became Hamas' most influential interlocutor. Qatar played a key role in negotiating a limited number of releases of Hamas hostages and persuading Hamas allow foreign citizens to leave Gaza and move Egypt. Blinken also met with the head of the UN agency responsible for helping Palestinian refugees, thanking Phillipe Lazzarini for his group's extraordinary work and huge cost every day as a lifeguard rope to Palestinians in Gaza. The organization has seen that nearly 70 employees have been killed in the war so far, and the necessary materials such as food, medicine and fuel have been critically reduced. Blinken then went into joint meetings with foreign ministers of Qatar, Jordan, Egypt, Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates and chairman of PLO Executive Committee. They all condemned Israel's tactics against Hamas. And they sigh.